All right, hey, we're here at Ballyhoo's Brew and Chew. Welcome to Sunspot Road Mania, episode 84. All right, so now we're checking it out. Hey, this is the Ballyhoo's Brew and Chew Diner. After bar time, what's up, guys?
Say goodbye to the living.
And say hello to the dead.
All of us. Come to Hades.
Want me to get my melon out of the way here?
All
Or does that help with the shot?
right, this is, now we're looking downstairs.
If you get worried, just grab Denny's crotch. No, this is infamous. It's got magical power.
Putting lights on would ruin that.
Well, we gotta get down the steps, dude.
Wow.
All right,
This is the terrifying part right here.
welcome to the basement.
What's really messed up, we'll go that way later. That's pretty fun over there, but we're gonna go that way. Now, there's some very strange stuff going on over here. We're gonna go this way.
All right, Sunspot Road Mania episode 84. Last time you saw us, we were at the basement of Ballyhoo's right before my camera battery mysteriously ran out. Wasn't that strange?
It was very, very strange.
I didn't think it was strange at all. The ghost hunters from Discovery Channel had the same problem.
That's what they said. They said that as soon as they went downstairs, two of their cameras went out immediately too. And the funny thing was, I'd been charging my camera battery for like 45 minutes before we went downstairs. And Ben said that the battery was green when we took it off.
Yeah, I saw it myself with my own eyes.
Green means go, and it means that shit should have been working, and it wasn't. So,
Beer goggles doesn't really work for colors of battery chargers.
no, sorry. So, what did we see in the basement? Well, we saw a stairway that leads to nowhere, that the psychic saw a mysterious woman with a blue bonnet. That's what she saw, a woman with a blue bonnet. Then what else was down there?
Well, I see the woman with the blue bonnet anytime I go to the grocery store. It's in the butter aisle.
Ah, yes.
I'll tell you what I saw.
Butter, just like in Last Tango in Paris. And if you get that joke, you're dirty.
I tell you, when Denny had that flashlight holding up, and he's a big dude, he's what, 6'4"?
He's about 8 foot tall.
He's about 8 feet tall, and he had the flashlight shining around, and it was actually his own shadow, but it kind of freaked me out because I was last in line. And it was the room that he was talking about that if you take a picture down the hallway, the flash will never hit the back wall, like no matter how bright the flash is. It's just like the darkest place in the universe.
Yep, Ben was last in line. Well, I was last in line, but then Ben became last in line when I turned tail and got the hell out of there because I was terrified. Because there was a creepy little room that had like nautical pictures like glued all over the walls,
creepy,
which just, I don't know how to describe it, but it had a wee little ceiling, like it was for little people, like little...
It kind of looked like somebody was stalking a ship's captain.
It did.
Ah.
And then there was like an old cobbler's shop, and there was a window coming from the hallway looking into it or out of it, depending on where you are.
And don't forget, this is the basement we're talking about.
Yeah, it was really
This is
bizarre.
the basement. This is underground, and there were also not just boarded up doors. There was a full apartment down there where somebody must have lived at some time, and the doors weren't just boarded up; they were bricked up.
That was my favorite part. I thought that was super scary because there used to be a passage that went under the street.
Sorry, I accidentally hit the stop button.
So during Prohibition, there was this tunnel under the street, and so that's bricked over. You can't get in there anymore. And I thought it reminded me of Cask of Amontillado.
But it's actually there to keep the ghosts out of Ballyhoo's Brew and Chew.
That's what it really is.
So what else did they see there? Now, when the psychics came in, they brought a tape recorder, and the ghost hunters brought tape recorders and stuff like that. And they did this thing called EVP, which is Electro Voice Phenomena. And so they set the tape recorders up, and when they're in room, they take this picture, and you could kind of see someone sitting against the wall in the picture, but it wasn't really convincing, but it was pretty scary.
Yeah, that picture was something else.
I thought it was freaky too.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that it was 4:30 in the morning, and I was falling asleep in
And
my
we're
eggs.
half drunk.
But it was pretty freaky. You could see the guy sitting there. I thought, I don't know.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. But EVP scares me the most. Go ahead, Ben.
Oh, I was just gonna say that what convinced me was that there were two different angles, and that thing was still there, whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not like it was just like a lens flare or like a shadow or something. So I thought that was pretty convincing.
But the thing was, when they played back the tape that they recorded when they were down there, they heard a voice say, "We're over here."
I know, it's like, can you see us?
Can you see us? Can you hear us? Holy shit.
And in the room where they got that particular soundbite, there was a picture where you could see like the outline of a group of like what looks like people like sitting kind of squatting down. And I mean, obviously you need to use your imagination, but it was an abnormal lighting scenario, which made me wonder.
It was pretty scary. And the basement was fucking terrifying. I'm not gonna be a liar.
Yeah, I ran like I saw like half of it, and then I was like, I'm out of here. Sorry.
And it was huge. The basement was absolutely huge. The basement was bigger than most houses I've been in.
I know, because I went back upstairs and I was hanging out with the drunks that were eating in the breakfast place, and like I thought you guys would take, you'd be back in a couple minutes, and it was like 15 minutes, and I was afraid I would have to go down there looking for you, and I did not want to go down there again. It was really scary. So anyway, but then they came back, thankfully.
Unfortunately, we did not see any supernatural phenomenon, but we did have a supernaturally good time at RNA Stoltz's and Valley Who's Brewing Show this weekend. And we did have a lot of fun. We got to see a lot of friends and met a lot of new people that we really enjoyed their company.
Yes, thanks to everyone who was out there and our friend Mensch, who kindly hosted us over the weekend.
Yes.
Really good time.
So anyway, next weekend we are working on new songs. We're gonna be recording January, February, March songs coming up.
Going to the studio! Woo!
So,
can't wait. Smart Studios.
Yeah, we're going to Smart next Monday to do some jump tracks and everything, and we work with a friend. One of the guys who worked on Cynical with us will be working on the next few songs. He's an extremely talented engineer and producer.
Yes.
So, anyway, any other news? We'll be look for us for another show at the end of January. I'm taking a little short vacation, so we're gonna take the next couple weeks off. But look for Sunspot again at the end of January, and we'll probably be around central to southeastern Wisconsin. So keep your eyes out there. And then in February, back up and back on the road. So we'll see you next time. Episode 84 of Sunspot Road Mania. All right, bye.